Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Dr. Amira from Fayza Arabic Centre, and this video is made for the sake of adults who would like to learn Arabic. I'm here to introduce a book called Mastering Arabic 1, and it is available for in Amazon or on Amazon, and a link that would lead to this book is going to be provided at the bottom of the video, inshallah. The book can be found in different covers because it has been published at different times. The third edition is the latest, and this is the one that I would recommend. The good thing about this book that it's very suitable for everyone who would like to learn Arabic from scratch, even if he or she doesn't know anything about even the alphabet. It's perfect. It covers the four skills. With a balanced approach. I have used it with many adults, and they were all happy, and they all got what they were after or their objective. It is suitable for everyone who would like to learn Arabic for any general reason. For example, for family reason, for business in the sense that it's being introduced to a background of Arabic, not specific terms in business, of course. Those who would like to learn Arabic for the Quran, but you do not know even the alphabet. So this is a good entrance because it covers all the 28 Arabic alphabet through the first six units, and then it carries on with other general themes that has to do with the everyday life, as I'm going to show you through the content. But let me also tell you that there is a second volume. So when a student finishes the first volume and he or she would like to carry on with the learning of Arabic, there is a second volume that is carrying on with the higher advanced level, and many of my students who finished the first volume, they moved on to the second volume. And as I told you, it covers the four skills perfectly, so they can write, they can read, they can speak, and they are able to understand people when they are addressing them. The book, by the way, are not introducing Arabic in any specific dialect. It is using the MSA, and the MSA is the Modern Standard Arabic. It's the thing that is between the different dialects in different Arabic countries, and also some area in between the dialects and the Fusha, the classical Fusha. So it's very practical for anyone who would like to communicate with people, because if you are targeting a specific dialect and you happen to encounter a person from a different country, he or she might find it difficult to communicate with you, and you yourself, you might find it difficult to communicate with this person. But if you are speaking the MSA, which is the Modern Standard Arabic, it's going to be very easy for you to communicate with any Arabic person, any person that comes from any Arabic background, because all the Arabs can understand and communicate with the MSA. The MSA is the language that you can find in formal situation, like the news show, for example, or cultural shows. It is something that is the formal language. Now let us have a quick look at the content. This is the content page of Mastering Arabic 1. So you can see that first the book is going through all the alphabet in detail, covering how the alphabet are being written, how it is going to appear, how it's going to appear at the beginning and the middle, and also at the end of the word, how it is going to be pronounced, and what are the tricky ones, the tricky sounds that do not exist in the English alphabet, for example. And with every group of letters in every unit, you're going to be also introduced to some conversational phrases which will help you starting unit 1 to start communicating with in Arabic with people, and building also your vocabulary and grammatical points. After finishing all the Arabic alphabet through the first 6 units, you're going to move on to other topics that has to do with the everyday life, like describing places, countries and people, counting things, plurals and colors, eating and drinking, what happened yesterday, so that you would be starting to be, introduced to the past verb as well. Wish you were here, wishing verbs, the everyday life in which you're going to learn how to communicate how to use the verbs in present, comparing things, education and business, future plans to use the future tense. So this is the first volume. The second volume, more or less, is tackling the same topics, but with more details, enlarging or widening your vocabulary, more details about the grammatical background, but things that you are using in the everyday life. So it's not too theoretical, it's very practical, and it also keeps you in touch with the cultural side of the Arabic language in different ways. So this is the content page of the second volume. So أنا والآخرون, that is myself and others, house and home. And now you can see that the Arabic started to appear more in the content, because the students are capable of understanding those phrases and topics and titles. So work and routine, sport and leisure, travel and tourism. And also in this, one of the excellent things about the volume 2 is that at the end of every unit, it gives you an idea about one of the dialects, so that you would be in touch of the world, the Arabic world, and knowing what's happening and what are the differences between the different dialects, to get the taste of it, but without too much into details of any dialect, because as we said, the main thing the language that is this book is targeting, whether in the first volume or the second volume, is the MSA, that is the Modern Standard Arabic. So again, this is the best book that I would recommend. This is what we are teaching in Fayza Arabic Center. If you would like to know more details about how you can enroll with us to learn Arabic through using this book, volume 1 or volume 2, depending on your level, you're more than welcome. If you are a beginner but you already know the alphabet, you don't have to start from the very beginning of the book. We can start from where is suitable for you. Please let us know if you need to ask about anything through using our email address, or getting in touch with us directly through SMS, or just texting us on WhatsApp. Thank you so much, and we will be really glad to hear from you. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.